Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm making some easy chickpea scramble using chickpea flour aka gram flour. You can find chickpea flour in most major supermarkets in the world food aisle. First of all, I get 2 heaped tablespoons of the flour and add it into a bowl. I then begin to start seasoning with some coarse ground black pepper, onion granules. I also use some oregano, and I love to use some dried parsley, around half a teaspoon. I also add some garlic granules and I add some sea salt. Once they're all in, I then get my black salt, which is also called Kala Namak. This gives it an eggy flavour. This is the eggy taste that most people get in a chickpea scramble or chickpea omelette. You only need to use a small amount. Next, I get my measuring cup and measure half a cup of water and gradually add the water into the bowl and stir. I do this process 3 times. You only need to add the water in slowly because you don't want it to be too wet. Even though we're looking for a wet batter, you don't want it to be too liquidy and too watery. I continue to keep mixing it to try and get out the lumps of the flour. If you see some small pieces, that is the flour. So just continue to keep mixing it to get the lumps out. And you want to have a nice smooth texture. I've just speeded up the video here for you guys to see me mixing and trying to get out all the lumps. Next, I begin to cut up my vegetables. So as you can see here, I have some white onion, I have 2 small tomatoes, some spring onion, red pepper, and I have 1 chestnut mushroom. Chestnut mushroom is definitely in my top 3 for my favorite mushrooms. Number 1 is chestnut mushrooms, number 2 is oyster mushrooms, and number 3 are portobello mushrooms. If any of you guys live in the UK, I buy my chestnut mushrooms from Lidl and it only costs me 77 pence. So I like to cut my vegetables quite thick. I like to feel the texture of them. I like chunky onions, I like chunky sweet peppers, and I like to have chunky mushrooms. And I also like to add black olives, but I ran out of them today. So now you can see that the vegetables are all cut up. I get my frying pan ready. This is the Le Creuset frying pan. This is the only one I have, which is non-stick, and it works really well for my chickpea scramble or omelette. So I've added 1 tablespoon of grapeseed oil. I'm just moving it around the pan there. Then I add my vegetables in to cook down. So when I put my vegetables in, I don't like them to be too soft. I like my onions to have a bit of texture and a bit of crunch, as well as my sweet pepper. So I just move it around the pan with my spatula, and I do this for around maybe 1 minute. I then add some salt and I also add some pepper. You can also add onion powder or garlic powder at this point, but I'm happy using just salt and pepper as I know that my mix has a lot of seasonings in there. I then get my mix ready to pour it in, and I pour it in slowly in a circular motion, trying to cover all the vegetables and trying to cover all the sides of the frying pan. So I just scrape it in there, getting everything out. We don't like to waste anything over here. Your fire should be on medium, not too high, as you don't want the bottom to burn. I usually pick up my frying pan and move it around in a circular motion, making sure that the mix is all around the sides. As you can see there, I've got my spatula and I'm trying to lift up the sides. Once I lift up the sides, I know that the bottom is good to go and I can start breaking up my chickpea scramble. So I break it up from the middle. I just go across like this. As you can see there, I'm just breaking it up and it's breaking it up into a scramble, and it's that easy. Just mix, pull aside, whatever you want to do, just break it up. I continue to cook my chickpea scramble for around 3 minutes. Sometimes you find the scramble does stick onto the spatula, get a knife and take it off. If you like a cheesy scramble, you can also add some nutritional yeast or vegan grated cheese into your wet batter. And there you go guys, I hope you enjoyed my video on how to make easy chickpea scramble. Here's my finished dish. Thank you for watching and remember to like and subscribe. Bye.